Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. Bear with me, my voice has gone, but it's not going to stop me from doing some catching videos. So today we're looking at a catching drill. We're looking at JT Realmuto, and I've seen a lot of major league catchers doing this similar drill. It's kind of a popular drill right now. It's been online, been on YouTube, been on social media. See a lot of kids doing it. Been receiving a lot of questions about it. So I'm going to play it real quick so you guys can take a peek at it. And let's talk about the specifics of it, what it's working on, why I think it's a interesting drill, kind of a cool drill, and a helpful drill. We've been using it with our catchers, and I've noticed a really, um, it's impressive how quickly some of our catchers have gotten better at receiving the low ball using this drill. So what you're going to see here is Realmuto starts his glove on the ground, and he's going to just kind of skim the ground. And then when the ball comes in, he's going to come up, he's going to receive it, and then he likes to kind of continue to come up and work the ball almost up under his chin. Now, the first thing a lot of people say, well, he's moving his glove way too much. He looks like a little leaguer. A lot of people have said this. I'm going to throw up some game footage in a few minutes. In a game, he does bring the glove up. Doesn't bring it up this much, but he does bring it up. But in the drill, for me, I feel like he's exaggerating that movement to really build in that, people don't really call it muscle memory anymore, but just to exaggerate it so that when he gets into a game, it becomes second nature, and it's just much easier when all of a sudden you're facing a guy throwing 90, or you're catching a guy throwing 98-mile-an-hour sinkers or whatever. It's just going to be more difficult in the game to receive. He's built in this exaggerated movement, and then it's easier to do it in the game. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things to think about when you're doing this drill. So the first thing is that on the low ball, the low pitch, in my opinion, is the toughest pitch to receive. I've got to try to catch the ball, the bottom part of the ball. I've got to get that ball so that when I catch it, I don't push it out of the zone. That's one of the biggest things I see youth players do. They catch the ball here, and they push that way on it, and they push it out of the zone. And they have no chance of getting that call to strike. Even if it is caught in the strike zone, they push it out of the strike zone. They push it that way. So this is what it looks like when they catch the low ball. They catch it, it goes down like that, then it comes back up like that. Okay, that's the number one thing I see with young catchers, even catchers that don't think they do it. Most catchers don't even realize until you put it on camera and show them. And they go, whoa, I never realized I was pushing the ball out of the zone that much. What you need to do to combat that is I've got to be below the ball. I've got to beat the ball to the spot, and then I've got to catch the bottom part of it. So on this drill, it forces you here. I'm below the ball, right? So I skim the ground. I'm below the ball. Now, as the ball comes up, I don't want to come up above it and then go back down. That's what some players do when they first start the drill. They want to come up quick, and then they go back down because that's what they're used to doing. I want to catch this ball as I'm coming up. So I stay below it, below it, below it, below it, below it, and now I catch it as I'm coming up. And again, he's got a little bit of an exaggerated, right? In a game, you guys will see the footage in a second, he never catches a ball that's an inch off the ground and brings it all the way up to his chin. But he does bring it up a bit. He'll bring it up to like right there. The other thing that you'll see is that when he does this, he's going to go from this arm being almost fully extended to slightly bent. All right, so extended, flexed. And this is something I've seen have a huge impact on our catchers. A lot of catchers, especially on the low ball, they'll go from flexion, and then they'll extend and push through. Most players try so hard to stick the ball. They want to stick it there that they actually push the ball out of the zone because they're extending as they catch it. So think about flex, or think about extending, being a little bit more extended. And in the drill, exaggerate being extended. And then flex. And see how much easier it is to get that low ball. I talk to our guys a lot. We've been saying, suck the ball up. Don't extend through. Feel like I'm going to suck it up. So I go from extended to flexed. I work below the ball. I get used to catching it on the way up and not catching it, pushing it down. And the other thing that will help you with this is that in a game, you got to give a lower target. So many catchers I see give a high target. They give a target way up here. And then any ball below that, unless they're really quick to get below it and work up, they work this way on it. So give a low target. And it's easy to work my way up. A lot of big league catchers now are starting with their glove. They'll give a target and then they'll lower their glove way down, almost on the ground, and then they'll come up. Now, I'm not telling catchers, especially younger catchers, they have to do that, but I will say that you've got to give a low target, okay? Give a low target so that almost everything that's going to be a strike is basically going to be above that target. So I'm always working up on the ball. Now, let's look at a couple of game footage here of Realmuto, just so you guys can see kind of what it looks like. So you can see that he's beating the ball to the spot, right? He's working under the ball. He gets there before the ball does, and now he catches the ball coming up. He catches the bottom part. He goes from being a little extended to flexed. And I also have one here where he doesn't do a great job of getting there. He's a little bit late, and this one's a close pitch, doesn't get the strike, but he just doesn't get there. And you can see the glove goes down just a little bit, and then it comes back up. And that's the difference, especially in the major leagues, of maybe being able to get that strike call on the low ball and getting the ball call. So give this a shot. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys already do this drill, if you've done it before. I know I put this up on social media, and a lot of people liked it, but there are people that are going to be like, this doesn't look good, this looks little league, this is silly, just catch the ball. I guess you always get those on social media. But if you start going around the league and looking at the best catchers, watch how a lot of them are doing this now. If you go online and look up top receiving catchers of 2019, a majority of the guys at the top of the list are catching somewhat similar to this, or this is exactly how they're catching. So, hopefully it helps you guys out. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you guys get notified every time we throw out a new video. Thank you to our patrons for supporting our channel on Patreon. We really appreciate that. And that's all we got. We'll talk to you later.